guys, it's Elise. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm talking all things Project Pan. Now, if you've been on YouTube as long as I have, and I mean like even just as a viewer, not a creator, Project Pan has been around since the dawn of YouTube, essentially. And if you don't know what it is, that's a-okay. I'm gonna break it down real quick and explain it to you. Basically, all Project Pan is a way for you to hold yourself accountable and use the products you already have. Makeup being like the biggest thing, but you can also do things like skincare, hair care, household items. So it's not only restricted to makeup, but I am going to be focusing on makeup at first, and then I'll probably start throwing in some skincare things along with doing like empties videos along the way. I've done an empties video before. I'll have it linked up below if you want to check it out and down in the description. Just giving you an idea of kind of like what sorts of things you could do a Project Pan with. I picked out 10 products that I want to use up hopefully within the next year. Some of them are already pretty well used up because I do have a rather small makeup collection. I kind of stopped buying makeup other than to replace items like 2 years ago because I had just so much. It was like really overwhelming to just feel like I own all of these things and I'm not getting good use out of them. And as a person who hates waste in general, it is just like such a bad feeling to have when you're like overwhelmed with the amount of like crap you have. So Project Pan is a solution to that, and it's something I've kind of already been doing without documenting it, but now I do want to bring it onto YouTube just to inspire you, and maybe there's a few products that you need to use up. Also, something I didn't know, and I think Jackie Aina taught it to me, is that makeup has a shelf life of like 6 months to like 3 years. The way you can check that is like the little open container. This is really reflective. This one has a shelf life of 24 months. Right here, this little open container, 24 months is in it right there. So basically what that told me is that I'm using expired products on my face because I'm constantly repurchasing new things or wanting to test out new things and try things, and I'm like, girl, wait, that's probably why I'm bringing out so much. I decided Project Pan is going to be my new lifestyle, and I'm only going to buy new products to like reward or treat myself once I've already used up something, or just as a necessary replacement. So just as a little additional bonus, here are a few things I've already used up. I've used up this First Aid Beauty Bendy Avocado Concealer. Like you can see the tube is practically empty. There's only stuff at the very bottom the Dufa applicator can't reach, and I've been like scraping up at the top. If you guys have any like tips or tricks to use the very last drop of your makeup, I would love to know, or if there's like a YouTube video you recommend, because this to me is so annoying. Like there's still product here, but I just like physically can't reach it. It's just got like no life left to it, so proud of myself for that. I do need to pick up a new concealer. This Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara I absolutely love, and I actually still am using it. Even though it's very dry and flaky and crusty, it still gives me some color, and I just love it. I'm still using it even though I like literally probably shouldn't. It's probably could give me like eye mites or something at this point. It's just so dry, like nothing's coming. Honestly, I should probably trash this. I don't know what I'm hanging on to her for. This has a shelf life of 6 months. Go ahead, if you've never like been through your makeup collection, check and see the shelf life of some of the products you have. You might be really surprised that you've got a lot of expired makeup products sitting around. I'm almost done with this Witch Hazel Thayer's Natural Remedies facial mist that I really like. I want to do it so badly right now, but that's not a good idea. I have like droplets of this left, but I will use every single part of it just because I'm a completist. I hate waste. I have another mascara. This is a trial size, which I actually think I'm gonna start buying only trial size mascaras because I simply cannot use an entire tube of mascara. I have like a few just kind of floating and sitting around that I'm just like ready to get through, and mascara is one of those things I do use pretty often, so if I want to try a new one, I'll probably buy a trial size, or like sometimes they're free gifts so you can try them that way. This one is pretty much donezo. It's the Milk Kush mascara. Yeah, also very dry, very used up, so I think it's time for this to go. And lastly is this e.l.f. eyelid primer. This is like $1 or $2. It's an absolute favorite of mine. I go through these like really quickly because it's the only primer I use. I'm giving myself the green light to try out a new concealer. I liked that one, but it was a little light and like a little translucent, and I want something a bit just like dab it, rub it, and you're good. Basically like a foundation without having to put on foundation all over my face. So if you guys have any recommendations, let me know down below. And I'm giving myself the green light to get a new e.l.f. eyelid primer. So now that you kind of have an idea of what Project Pan is, now I'm going to show you the products that I am attempting to use up in my rolling Project Pan. I guess I'll give myself like 6 months to a year to like use them all up, but generally I see Project Pan as just a way to like start using up products, and I don't think I'm gonna restrict myself to a timeline like, oh, once a year is that, then I can't use that anymore, or I have to toss it out or something like that. I'm just gonna keep using up things and like keep adding new products in that I want to use up and switch it up, switch it out. One video I watched that was really helpful in like explaining Project Pan probably more thoroughly than I just did is Kelly Gooch. I'll have her channel and her video like linked down below so you guys can check that out if you're more interested. Now for the products I've picked out for myself. So half of them are all face products because I feel like they come in the largest tubes and there's just so much of them, and there's so many different colors. Like you have a summer shade, you have a winter shade. Just to start, I want to finish up my Smashbox Photo Finish primer. I only want to finish up so I can get a new one because I absolutely love this stuff. This is like a holy grail for me kind of thing. Like even if you just put primer and then powder on, it just blurs your skin and it makes it look so good. And I would say maybe I'm like a third through of this, so this will probably take me a while for sure. Next thing I'd like to finish up is this Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Color Concealer, Cover Concealer, sorry. There's just so many words with makeup. Like I don't understand why they have to have like the longest title for makeup. Like can't you just say like red lipstick? I actually am pretty much almost done with this. I actually spilled a bunch of it on my pants today when I was squeezing it. I don't really think I like tubes like this. Yes, you can get the last drop, but also I've ended up wasting a lot of product by like pouring too much out, or it spills on my desk or my clothes, or like it's just all over the place. So I'll even show you, yeah, this is what it looks like on the inside. So it's super duper messy, and honestly this is like mostly all from today because as Project Pan is, you know, I was trying to get the last drop, trying to see what all was left in here, and there's actually a lot left in the tube that I didn't realize. So I gotta, you know, wake up call with that. I'm not sure if I'll repurchase it or not, so maybe I'll find something better, or I can finally try like Tarte. Shape Tape has been always like top of mind for me. For the winter, I am going to try to use up my Makeup Forever Professional HD foundation. This is a liquid foundation. It matches my skin, very good for fall, winter for me. And then when it comes to summer, spring, I'll actually try and use up my IT Cosmetics CC Plus cream, which I'm pretty sure is very expired, but I would rather use it than throw it away. Anyway, for the winter, this is it. I am in the shade Y225, if anyone's curious, if you think we would match, you know, shade wise. This is like very nice and lightweight and but buildable. This, I can't even tell you how much of the way I'm through, but I would say like a third of the way through. I definitely have some work to do. It is a pump applicator, so it's easy for me to use, so I'm like happy about that, but I just gotta keep using it. Next I have my Fenty Rihanna contour stick, which is something I'm actually appalled that I haven't used it up because it's the only contour thing I use. And let's see how much is left. Okay, so honestly not that much left compared to when I started. I'm definitely over halfway through with this, but honestly this has just got such a long like lifetime. Like I've been using this since I got it like 2 years ago, like, and it's the only thing I contour with, so I just want to get through with it, honestly. But I do love that it's cream because it's A, good for summer, B, good for masks in the winter and summer. So it's just really long lasting and really smooth, and like I can really build it up and really sculpt myself out. And this for me is the shade Amber, in case you're curious, and has a 12-month shelf life, so definitely expired. Next, this is actually like a gift slash my roommate used to work for like those like boxes, like Ipsy box kind of thing. She just used to bring home free makeup and I would just grab it and take it because I thought, oh, I love makeup, like I would love to have different things to try and experiment. That was the old me. The new me is like, wow, I'm actually overwhelmed with how much shit I grabbed. This is a Laura Geller Easy Illuminating Stick. This is actually a very beautiful goldeny highlight shade. You can see that better. Yeah, so I love it, and it's just beautiful on the skin, and it's in the shade Gilded Honey. It has a shelf month of 18 months, so a year and a half. Again, it's another good cream product. It's really good for if I want to put cream and then powder on top and like really bam highlight. Let's see how much I have left. Ooh, okay, so not that much. This will probably take me a few months to get through. Moving on, I have a tiny little Benetint. I actually bought this in Italy when I went because I wanted something for dual use, like lips and cheeks, and really good for summer. So this is it. This is also something I put on today. All of the things that I've shown so far I'm wearing on my face right now in honor of Project Pan. This is something that's dual use, and I'm like 2/3 of the way through and I cannot wait to finish this because I actually don't like Benefit. I used to love them. I used to be obsessed, especially when it was like that like 2014 to 16 YouTube booty guru era where everyone and their mother was like promoting Benefit, but they test on animals still and I can't go with that, so I really try to refrain from buying any of their products. Maybe they changed their policy, but I'm not sure. This is only a 12-month shelf life, but I think I'll be able to get through this fairly quickly. I used it on my lips and my cheeks today, so if I'm consistently using it, then hopefully I'll get through it faster. Next, I want to use up this Great Lash Mascara. I've continuously repurchased this, but I want to use it up. This is not as dry as the others, but it is getting there. I think that'll probably be the thing I finish first. This is a Sephora brand Cream Lip Satin. I don't know what color it's in. Shade 71. It doesn't say color and it doesn't say a shelf life, but this is a color I think is going to be great for fall and winter. And it also just looks very nice with my complexion and skin tone, and just a little bit of a deeper shade. Kind of brings some life to my lips, but I want to use this up because it's great for the season, and I have a lot of lip products. I'm just like, I probably should have grabbed more to pan, but I'm the type of person that like has a lot of lip products but I don't really wear them. I don't know, it's something I haven't really gotten into, especially with wearing face masks. It's nearly pointless other than just to like look nice for pictures. If you guys have any like innovative ways that you use your lip products, maybe they double as like cheeks or eyeshadow, like let me know down below because I could really use some ideas. I have a lot of lip stuff to get through. Next, I want to use up my Tarte eyebrow pomade. I've had this for so long. It's like one of the first products I think I really was like, I want to buy that with my own money, and then I did, and I'm literally still stuck with it. Honestly, this thing has fallen out of the pot like numerous times and I put it back in every single time. It's got a shelf life of only 12 months, but I mean it definitely still works. Like I have it on today, so it fills in my gaps and like does kind of help things like stick in place a little bit better. I'm just like ready to move on. I need to use this up. I want this gone out of my life. I don't even know if it's like my right shade, but I'm still using it. I mean, I guess it is because my eyebrows don't look crazy. I just want to use this up. I'm maybe halfway through. It's probably gonna take me like another fucking 3 years to get through this, even though I put it on just about every day. It's been a struggle, but it did come with this nice little brush, so that's been good. I mean, obviously it's been through it. There's like dust and hair and stuff like all up on this, so that in itself should say enough. This is probably gonna be like the toughest thing to really get through because there's just so much of it. Well, I will say like I definitely got my money's worth out of it, that's for sure. And lastly, I picked an eyeshadow palette to try to use up. This is the Naked Urban Decay Basics. As you can probably tell just by the packaging alone, this little guy has been with me through it all. Honestly, I've probably had it since like 2015, 2016. So it's been like 5, 6, 7 years, and the shelf life is 12 months. So if that doesn't say anything, I don't know what will. It's just I find it really hard to use eyeshadow palettes because those are the one thing where I really love to have options. I just love options, but this is one of the first palettes like I ever got. But then right after that one, I got the Urban Decay Naked Basics 2. This one, a little bit fresher. This is like literally actually sticky. It's kind of gross. I have panned 3 of the shades out of 6. The reason I don't really gravitate towards this as much is because I feel like the shades are a little bit too light. Like you have 3 really light shades and then 3 like shades, you know, like this is the only medium toned one, so that's why I never really used it that much because I felt like there wasn't enough transition. Now I'm gonna just use it and do what I did today: a lid, a crease, a highlight, and maybe like a outer V wing situation there, which I think will be easy for day-to-day makeup. Those are the products I have in my project pan. I will check in with you guys in another 3 months maybe. I don't know how often I'm gonna do these because I don't know how often I'm actually gonna get through things, but I think like a 3-month update will be good because makeup just takes forever to get through, especially if you're like me and you don't necessarily put it on like every single day, but just kind of like when you're feeling it. I think I need to buckle down, make a commitment to get through this stuff because it's all expired in the first place. Like it needs to either be used up or thrown out, and I will not throw it out because you guys know me, waste is a no-no in this household. So that's gonna be all for the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a project pan already started and you're like on Instagram or Facebook, let me know down below. I would love to follow along with you and have you follow along with me. I'll also have all my social links down below in the description. You can check those out. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see my project pan updates along with other sustainability and lifestyle content sorts of videos. If you guys have any suggestions for the holiday season, like if you want a sustainable gift ideas video, I could totally do that for you. Just let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. Thanks again so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and above all, don't forget to be kind to yourself, to others, and the planet, and I will catch y'all in my next video. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye. Because it's old school YouTube style video, I'm gonna do an old school YouTube style thumbnail. It's really a game of like how many products can you hold in your hand at once.